We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. Hey, all you tuggers and tuggettes. I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we are These Unprecedented Gays.
Yes, we are.
Thank you for joining us on another week. How are you doing, Joe?
Oh my God, thank you for joining us on another week, Paul.
Thank you.
We kind of have to join us, right?
I mean, because then if we don't, then we're not us.
Should we, license our likeness?
You should, because we talked about this already.
Okay, well... I'm trying to be vague because I'm a lawyer. A certain group has used a photograph with me in many postings, and we'll leave it at that. So, they should pay me.
Oh, is it a porn site?
No. I would do porn.
We've talked about this, but I
was like, this sounds, familiar.
Yeah, but is it porn though? What kind of porn would you do? Full on,
sex, right?
Get your back broke, kind of.
Well, no, porn. I don't want to. It sounds like an insurance claim, which actually goes into because you asked how I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, a lot has happened this past week.
Oh my goodness.
I got hit by a car.
No,
not me, but my car did. So whatever.
Paint a picture, girl.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my art supplies.
You gotta Bob Ross this bitch up.
I'm hitting the thing. We're gonna paint a happy little picture.
I can't believe that's how he died.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, the turpentine, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Just
inhale paint thinner, everybody.
Yeah.
So no, I was returning Amazon packages at UPS on Park Boulevard in San Diego, which is right by my house. And I was waiting for a car to pull out so I could park in the 15-minute zone.
Right.
And then basically what happened was I was blocking this Yukon, and I guess he didn't see me because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna back up into you," right? And so he hit my passenger side door. And so it was one of those things where it was I watched it happen because it wasn't enough time to react because it had happened, and I'm just sitting there, I'm just yeah, okay. This is, it's fine, right? This is happening. And so, the funniest part of this is I was going to my friend Brandon's birthday party. He had people over at his apartment, and the guy gets out and he's like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Look, I have insurance. Do you have insurance?" I was like, I have an event to get to. This is fine. My insurance will pay. We're good, right? Let me take your pictures or whatever. Cause he was like, "Should we call the police?" I was like, no need to call the police. I gotta go. Right. I'm I don't have time to write a report. I got a place to be. But so then I was like, it's fine, right? It's fine. So then I went after I put my car in the spot. I went to open my door and it doesn't open.
So it's not fine.
But the funniest part of there's two funny parts. Whatever. What also is I don't know, whatever. Insert an adjective here. My car is salvage, right? So she's been through enough already.
Right.
Her other side was hit and they fixed her up, and then now her other side is going to get fixed up. But my passenger side window never worked. And so I told the adjuster claims person, I was like, yeah, the door got dinged and my window won't roll up or roll down.
This happened. My car won't start.
I know. Well, I was worried that they were going to total it, and the car's worth nothing, right? So it's going to cost $1,700 for insurance. But so it's all okay. I'm going to drop it off next week to get it fixed. And then I get my my rental car for a week. So hopefully it'll be a cool rental car. I'm envisioning it'll be a Nissan Sentra. because that's
that's
just
what
like
you're
what it
hoping
works.
for?
Yeah, $25 a day at Enterprise, baby. It's gonna get you nothing.
I love that your expectation is a Nissan Sentra.
Because
I like a Versa, but I don't want a Leaf.
I'd be okay with a Leaf.
It'd be fun, right?
I don't have a charging station, but I'd be okay with it.
Oh,
Like,
well,
it's just 200 miles, right? You can 200 miles
something
on
like that. Yeah, it's 150 to 200 miles.
I would own a Leaf, but like, I don't.
Holla to all our Leaf owners out there.
I know. And he's like, yeah, you have an extension cord. I'm like, I don't want to pay for that for my electricity bill. But I think there's like charging stations. I'll just go to your neighbor.
Okay. Well, like my boss has his first Tesla. They had to put in a charging station like
At the office?
in the house.
Oh.
Yeah, they do it at the house. So he charges it every night.
Like in the garage?
Yeah, in the garage. And I'm always like, is it like your phone? Are you not supposed to charge it every night? Like,
oh my God.
You're supposed to wait till it gets down to like
82%.
to like 10%, and then you're like,
oh my God. Well, but they have rapid charging stations, but the ones at home, I feel like they take a while.
Oh my God, have you ever seen over at Fashion Valley Mall over in San Diego? That's where we are. Over at Fashion Valley by the parking garage. That's where they have a lot of the rapid charging stations.
Which garage?
The one out the parking garage outside.
Oh, there's multiple.
Oh, the one when you're coming down the 163, you're going up the 163
Off of Friars?
Yeah.
So like the
that
Bloomingdale's?
Yes.
Okay, and the Cheesecake Factory?
No, other side.
Oh.
Bloomingdale's and
never go-
P.F. Chang's.
Oh.
On that side with the
I never
container
go
store.
that way.
Well, so there's a whole line of rapid charging stations, and it would look like a Tesla like showroom.
An orgy?
Because it was just like Tesla's down the line, and I'm like,
don't
okay.
they not allow non-Teslas to go into the Tesla charging stations?
Maybe because
I think it's like, oh, you're only Tesla.
Yeah.
I'm Elon Musk.
Could you not park your Leaf next to my Tesla, please?
I would park my Leaf next to that Tesla any day. My $15,000 like battery next to your luxury vehicle that like has like the bunny ear opening things. Listen, leave me alone.
We're gonna need you to leave right now, sir.
Yeah. Oh my God. Make like a tree and leave. So yeah, that was like my major update.
I would need you to make like a tree and branch out.
Ooh.
I don't know what that.
No need to bark at me. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
So is that your whole week?
Basically. Oh, and then I've like DIY'd my entire apartment.
Still.
Yeah. Well, so like I went to IKEA again.
I DIY'd all over my apartment too.
Oh, I know. He was cleaning up when I walked in, and it was like DIY. You got to do that. No, so I just changed my living room because it was like cluttered, and so I've been like cleaning a lot, and then boring like adult stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
And I think that's all that's giving. That's not giving me life. Sorry. See, I always get confused.
That's not even giving you life yet. We haven't gotten to that
that's
part
just
yet.
my work updates. I think that's it.
Okay.
Nothing. Did you do anything interesting this weekend? No.
Okay.
What about you?
So it's a little like weird right now because one of the girls at the office is back. She was working from home for a while, so that's why I was working at the office, and now she's back, so I don't have to work at the office as much. But now one of her kids are sick, and we're waiting for them to like get the test results if it's COVID or not. So now I'm back to the office.
Oh my God. They are edging you. Come here, go away. Come here, go away.
And then right now I have to because there is an oral surgery conference in Maui in January.
Oh.
And so the whole office is going.
Wait, you guys are going to go to Florida?
Huh?
The epicenter of all bad things.
No, we're going to Hawaii.
Oh,
Maui.
Hawaii. I don't know why. I thought you said Miami. Okay.
I don't know why either.
All right. I'm okay with it. Go to Maui.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wait, when? In January?
In January,
Should I go with you?
I don't know. Do you want to?
When in January?
The end.
Oh.
No.
I think we're going to be in Iceland.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Iceland.
Oh, my God. I have to renew my passport. Okay, thanks.
Oh, my God. You got to get the real ID, too. I think we're going to try and get the real ID. If we don't get the real ID, then that's fine.
Wasn't that due last year?
No, they extended it out because of COVID.
Is that the one where you have to go, present all of your documentation?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to fill out documentation, have all of it, and then go there.
You had to present your birth certificate.
Or your passport. Or you can not even get the real ID and just use your passport when you go.
Oh.
But so anyway, so I have to we've already got the lodging. I got to do the flights and everything. So I'm just like, oh my God. And so we're talking today and we're like, how do I get on the plane faster? And one of the girls was like, well, I have a bad hip, so I'm just going to tell them I have something wrong with my hip. So I'm like, I'm going to go up there and do that too. And they're like, what's wrong with your hip? I'm like, my hips don't lie. Shakira.
You just go up and be like, lay low, lay low way.
And I'm also like, well, I could just get Andy to go up there and say like his cancer's acting up or something.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No, you can be like, I'm going through cancer treatment and I just can't stand for so long.
He already has to have a card that says that he has the beans.
Oh, the magical fruit. Okay.
Yeah. So like so when he goes through security, he doesn't get stopped because he's going to set it off with his radiation. Yeah,
he's got a concealed weapon.
That ass is nuclear.
Did they do the scanner or the metal detector for that one then?
Well, yeah, when he goes to the metal detector, it'll set it off.
Oh, yes, because they're metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's metal, like Metallica, or I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. So we get to that part of our show where we're going to talk about mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. What's giving us life? Yes. So, are you still doing any ASMR?
Yeah. I love how we joked in our first season that we were going to do an ASMR episode, and now it's part of our every episode.
I know. So what's giving you life?
I'm glad you asked. 3 things. So Q-Force?
Did you watch it?
Or G-Force?
Q-Force.
Yes. It was amazing.
It's hilarious, right?
I'm all for it. It was yes, stereotypical, but I was this is so fun. I love Twink.
I know. Have you watched all the episodes?
The whole thing, yeah. Yeah. In one day. It was great.
It's hilarious. I love Twink too.
I think it was really fun.
Deb is my favorite though.
Oh yeah, Wanda Sykes. Yeah. Well, and it's just the writing. I'm like, oh my God. When they had the thing and he was like, it's not right, but it's okay. Thunderpuss remix, and I was like, I would say that.
Thunderpuss remix. I said that to Andy. I was like, that's the best remix.
I know. I also said that to Meg. See, you and I are one and the same. So that show was a fantastic recommendation, and I was like, okay. But now I'm like, well, we have no more of it, which is sad. The other 2 things. So there's a Greek restaurant by my apartment. I don't know what it's called. Greek restaurant. I think
Olympia.
Is what it's called. Sure, that one. Thanks. Mm-hmm. That I recently discovered, and it's
you recently discovered. You live across the street from it.
Listen, I'm all about exploring your neighborhood. We were in a pandemic, crossing the street's difficult.
Okay.
But so because I love Greek food, and it's pretty affordable. Actually, it's very affordable, and they have good food, good service, and it's locally owned. So I'm obsessed with that because they have really good pita, and they have.
I don't know why. I don't know because pita sounds like penis.
What about hummus? Sounds like anus, or baba ganoush.
I love saying baba ganoush.
Right? It's a fun one. Have you ever made it?
I have. We make a form of it at the restaurant, but we call it eggplant dip.
Ew.
I want eggplant dip.
You should rename it baba ganoush because that's what it is. No, so they're really good. And
how's their avocado?
I don't know.
The lemon chicken rice soup.
I've just gotten a gyro. I got myself a gyro.
Okay, Andrew David.
My dad called it a gyro once. He's like, yeah, I went and got Greek food and I got a gyro. And I was like, oh. Father. Yeah, no, the gyros are good, or gyros. And then the chicken kebabs are pretty good. And they also they cater to the American folk because they have spaghetti and meatballs.
Oh,
I know. Which I'm like, hey, know your audience, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But so that I'm like, okay, pretty tasty.
Shout out to Olympia in North Park in San Diego.
Off of University.
If you want to sponsor us, we'll be happy to take even for an episode.
Is it Olympic or Olympia?
Olympia.
And what I love about it too is the decor. They have Olympic, Greek kind of decor, but it's literally just this wall that is a facade, but there's nothing behind it.
Oh, so you have to go and check when you go next time. Check to see if they have what is the name of that cheese dish that they set on fire?
That they had that last time, and we saw. I was like, oh, "What is that?" And then I was too afraid to ask.
Oh no, you should have it. It's delish, especially once they put out the fire with like the lemon.
Okay, I'll put that on my to-do.
I love flaming cheese because that's like my drag name. I hope you're not lactose intolerant because coming to the stage, flaming cheese.
No, what was your favorite cheese?
Beamster.
Flaming Beamster. And your drag mother's fortune, Feemster, or whatever her name is.
Oh, there you go.
Feemster,
yeah.
Sure. And then the last thing that's giving me life. So I don't know if you're like a Bravo TV person. I don't think you are. So the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is back. And it's their second season. But the like craziest part about it is that one of the women who's like the cast member is charged with wire fraud, and they caught her being arrested on camera. So they like did a little deep tease on that, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for this season.
Wow.
Yeah. Like wire fraud and all this stuff.
Was it like the first couple of minutes of the first episode or something?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like my feed on Instagram was all like, I can't believe it's SLC. Oh my God. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I really don't care. But
RHOSLC, yeah. So those are all what's giving me life. What's giving you life?
I only have one this week.
I usually only have one. So I was thinking about this the other day. Like, what if nothing's giving me life for the week? Like,
and that's fine.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Every week we don't have nothing has to be giving us life every week.
Okay.
But you know,
I'm glad that this safe space exists to not be living.
Like you gotta be able to like say, you know what, I'm feeling dead inside this week. So you know what, I'm fine.
Nothing is giving me life.
And like, or maybe we'll ask Nick or Andy to like, tell our listeners what's giving them life.
What's giving them life? Yeah. I like that. Or if you're a listener, a listener should tell us what's giving them life.
And where would they send that to?
Our Instagram or tugayspod@yahoo.com.
Oh my God.
Right? Is that our email?
Yeah. Okay. So
drop us a line on our phone number that doesn't exist.
Oh my! Drop us a line.
Maybe should they like write us a letter? But
yes,
like, we don't have.
I never thought this would happen to me.
That's like I didn't know I was pregnant on TLC.
No, because that's how every like Penthouse Forum. That's how every letter on the Penthouse Forum would start. Dear Penthouse Forum, I never thought this would happen to me.
What's Penthouse Forum?
Oh my God, you are so young and sheltered. It was the letter page in Penthouse. You know what Penthouse is?
Wasn't that a porn magazine?
Yes.
Okay.
And so people would write in about their sexual encounters that they had.
I never imagined I'd be saying this.
Yeah, something like that, you know. It was hilarious. And that's how almost every one of them would start. So that's just become a saying.
Should we write into that, or is the magazine done?
I think Penthouse, I don't know if Penthouse is still around. Maybe. I don't know.
Is Playboy, did Hugh Hefner die? Is he alive or he's dead?
Larry Flint?
No, Hugh Hefner.
Oh, Hugh Hefner. I think he died.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Remember when who did we thought? The diamonds, the white diamonds. What's her name?
Liz Taylor.
Is she alive? Is she died like in 1970?
Yeah. Okay, so he is dead. Okay. So that's good. I mean, it's not good for him. But it's like that we knew that he was dead. Did you ever watch that show? His reality show?
Oh,
with the three girls.
Oh my God, what was it called?
Girls Next Door.
Yeah, and because then it turned into like everyone. Because there was like the couple with Holly
and somebody. But what's her name? The young one, the one that like
she branched out.
Yeah, well, she used to stay at our hotel all the time too, under an assumed name.
Ooh, what was her alias? Can you tell
know.
us?
I don't remember.
What was her real name? Like,
I don't know.
Bridget, Kelly, Brittany?
Something like that, yeah.
A white girl name.
She was blonde.
Kendra.
with an AIE. Because that's how it's like, what was it? There's a picture of like all these white girls and their influencers with their hats and their boots and everything.
The different ways to spell Sarah or something.
Every different way to spell Kaylee was a picture.
Or like Ashley. Oh my God. Leigh. Okay, what's giving you life?
Okay, so I just found a show based on a comic book that I used to love, and it's called Why the Last Man. and it's on FX, and it's really good. And so the basis is there's a weird thing
Y,
going around.
not WHY.
Yeah, Y as in the letter,
like,
which
why-
stands for a couple of different things. Because the yes, because the main character's name is Yorick.
Like Peppermint Patty.
Yeah, what?
York's Peppermint Patty.
Yorick.
Oh.
I'm gonna need you to turn up your.
No, you're Rick.
I'm gonna need you to turn up your Whisper 2000. All right.
What?
Oh my god, girl.
We aren't.
Why are
in
you
sync
doing this to
today.
me? Have you never heard of a Whisper 2000?
No.
They used to sell it on online. You buy it from calling the 1-800 number, and it would pick up other people's conversations.
Oh, I remember they had these like little like shooting ray things.
No, but this was just like an earpiece. Like it would go in your ear, and you would be able to listen to people's conversations, like across the restaurant or something.
Ooh, we should get one.
I don't even know if they make them anymore. But like that was the thing. Whisper 2000. Okay. That's how old I am. Tell me you're old without telling me you're old. So anyway, so it was a comic book, and so the premise is something happens to basically any one mammal or animal or whatever that has a Y chromosome, they all die.
Is that us? Yeah.
Except for this one guy,
Oh.
supposedly. His name is Yorick. So the name of the comic book has a lot of, because his name is Yorick, he's trying to find the woman that he loves. So everything that he writes it on like graffiti on the walls of all the buildings and stuff, and he signs it Y. And then everybody dies if they have the Y chromosome. Y the last man, and then he is the last man on Earth, supposedly.
Damn.
So
that's no biggie. He just has to repopulate the entire world.
I mean, I guess. It's really good, though,
Is he
and you
straight?
should watch it. Yes.
Okay. How annoying would that be if it was like the last man, but he was gay?
Oh my god.
And then had to like
For
repopulate the Earth.
Both sides.
I know. Like, hey, this isn't going to work, but like we got to, the human race depends on us or something.
Yeah, I'm like, that's some hard work.
Yeah. It'd be called Why Not the Last Man Standing?
But it's his duty. Duty.
Hey, there you go.
Okay. And can I just tell you, I'm going to tell you a little story, right?
Yes.
Before we get into what we're going to talk about for this week. So I worked a shift at the restaurant. So everybody knows that I do work at a restaurant, but I only work there super part-time. And so I did my one shift this month.
Is this the one up in Cardiff?
Yes.
Okay.
And so they have a new sous chef there. And I'm like, he's only been there maybe like 2 weeks at the most. And so I'm like, all right. He still looks like he's trying to get his footing, and he's not, he's still not confident. So I'm standing there, and then I finally went up, like halfway through my shift, I went up to Nick, the sous chef that's there, the chef de cuisine. And I'm like, I need to be congratulated.
Oh.
And Nick's like, why? he already, like, he plays like he doesn't want to listen to me, but he loves having me there. And he's like, why, Paul? And I'm like, because the new guy over here just said that I made a really nice salad, and I didn't even say, I know I toss a mean salad.
Oh my God.
I didn't say that. He's like, well, you probably shouldn't say that anyway, Paul. And I'm like, stop trying to stifle me, okay?
True comedy
Let me
has
be who
no
I
bounds.
am, okay?
Yeah. You should take that up with HR.
And then I go up to him later before my shift ends, and I go, I'm still waiting for my congratulations because I just did it again.
Oh.
And he's like, what? He's like, he said, I thought it was going to be bigger.
Oh my God.
And I didn't say a word. I didn't even laugh.
How?
I don't know.
Were you tired?
No, I was just like, I am going to be nice to this person and not scare him off right away. Since I'm like the only gay guy in the kitchen.
So the next shift you have, that's when it.
Yes, that's when
Okay.
it's going to come out.
It's on.
Going to hit it hard.
Right? He's going to be like, I thought you were so quiet and subdued. You're like, nah, bitch.
All right. So we're going to talk about the topic that we have for this week.
We're going to talk about the topic.
We're going to talk about. Ooh, you got a small penis driving by.
I feel like that's the thing. Like every time there's like a vroom vroom car or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that.
A vroom vroom car. Because you're like 3. Mommy, vroom vroom.
Oh my God. Unrelated. But like when I was back home for whatever holiday, and like we were all in like the SUV or whatever, and I was sitting in the back seat, and then there was a car that was like about to hit us, and I was like beep beep instead of like telling the driver like there's a car.
You get very you lose who you are when you're about to get hit by a car. I think it's like you just freeze up and you're like beep beep.
It's ironic though, because when the car hit me this week, I was just like okay, like I was just like sitting there and I was like
Not the worst thing that can happen today.
Just a Saturday afternoon.
Exactly.
Anyway, okay, the topic that we're going to talk about.
Okay, and we're going to do weird facts.
Yes.
And it was weird because I was looking through stuff and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. And then I'm like, I looked at Andy. I'm like, this would be kind of a cool episode to do.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of stuff for you guys. So we're just going to go through it. So I'm going to start off with, if you didn't know this, these are things that are younger than Betty White.
Me.
Well, yes, you of course.
You, yeah.
Yeah, but
all
like these are things you probably didn't know were younger than.
Wait, how
Betty
old
White.
is she?
She was born in January 17th, 1922. So she's be
almost
100 years old next year.
Oh my God.
Yes. So sliced bread.
I knew that one.
Okay, because Otto Frederick Rohwedder, I don't know how to say his last name, and he's not around anymore for me to ask.
It's not like they have Rohwedder bread.
Yeah, right.
And the supermarket.
Well, he created a machine that sliced the bread and then also wrapped it.
Like, oh my God.
And I'm so happy about that.
Sorry,
fact.
I didn't think you meant WRAP. I thought you meant RAP. And I was
like drop the verse.
I'm gonna cut your bread.
Yo, we gotta get up and get this bread, y'all.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But that was invented on July 7th, 1928. So wait, 6 years after she was born.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right. So Richard Drew created masking tape in 1925. And he did it after hearing detailers curse while trying to mask off parts of the car they were working on. And it was made of crepe paper, cabinet maker's glue, mixed with glycerin. So I'm thinking it wasn't the safest thing for you to be around, but...
Glycerin's fine, but cabinet glue, who knows what's in that?
Well, and also I'm like, every time I hear glycerin, I only think of the Bush song.
What Bush song?
Bush, the group. Gavin Rossdale used to be Gwen Stefani's first husband.
I don't know.
Oh, you never heard of Bush?
No.
Oh. Yeah, you have.
I don't think I have.
You have.
Okay.
Were you ever into grunge?
No.
Oh, maybe yeah. All right. So one more thing that I have that you're going to be surprised by that's younger than Betty White.
Okay.
Cheeseburgers.
Oh, God.
Earliest claim was from Lionel Sternberger in 1928. There were other claims in 1934 and in 1935. But his is the oldest claim to making the cheeseburger.
Which is still younger than
Betty White. Still younger than Betty White.
And is this like the American cheeseburger that we know?
Like basically a hamburger with cheese on it.
Oh. Isn't that so funny? Like, it's literally just meat with cheese.
Right.
But I love a good cheeseburger.
But you always thought it'd be like around a lot longer than that, you know?
Well, I thought it was invented in the 50s because that's when like the diner was a thing. No?
Right.
But also, who wouldn't have thought to put cheese on meat?
Well, like, when was cheese invented?
Oh, a long time ago. For as long as milk-producing animals have been around.
So at the restaurant, we have this dessert. It's a cheese course. And I love to build the proponents for it because I go, all right, everybody, I'm going to cut the cheese. And it makes me laugh. And then everybody's like, do you have to say that every single time? And I'm like, yes, I do.
If I were in there and if someone else were doing it, I'd be like, all right, who's going to cut the cheese, guys?
Or when the night crew comes in, I go, I already cut the cheese.
Is that like, doesn't it get like crusty though? Or do you like put it in an airtight container?
No, it's like a soft cheese, so it's good.
Oh.
It's fine.
It's fine?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So what's your first one?
Okay, so my fun facts are kind of like things that I identify with, and like I'm like talking points of like, well, this could be interesting. So the first one I have is based on the movie Elf, and it's about Wolf I am struggling
Yes, you are.
today. So the fact is that we're all...
Warfarrell.
The double L, double R is giving me... See, it's a double L with a double R and then a double L again. Will Ferrell. There we go. If you say it with Will Ferrell. So Will Ferrell consumed so much sugar while filming Elf that he actually became physically ill. And I thought to myself, that's not a thing, right? Because if I consumed so much sugar, which I do, I would have never became physically ill.
Oh, speaking of sugar, how'd you like those cookies?
Oh yes! Oh my God! I forgot to text you, Andy. So I don't know what they were, but they were amazing. And there was like a toffee something or like a caramel something.
All right. So everyone, just so you know, over the weekend, Andy made from Christina Tosi, who owns Milk Bar, from her cookbook. They are cornflake crunch chocolate chip cookies, and they have marshmallows in them. So what happens is when you cook them, the marshmallow melts, so it creates like this caramelized sugar area that tastes almost caramelly, toffee-like.
Yes, and I microwaved it for like 8 seconds. Oh, so good.
Yeah, he had to make, but like every time you make something from Christina Tosi, it's not just like, oh, just throw everything in a bowl and mix it. No, it's like you have to make this first, and you have to make this proponent first, and do this, and it's like then you can start making the actual dessert.
Oh my God!
And I'm like, oh Jesus!
How long did it take?
It took him like a good half a day. Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm like, he loves to do it. So I'm just like, I was sitting over here like, do you need any help playing my Switch? And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, okay. I'm about to play my Switch.
It did not take me a half a day to eat them.
I don't. They were really good.
Yeah.
And the first batch he made, because also with baking, it's always like you get it down to a science, but then also you still have to like figure things out as you go along. So the first batch were a little bit crispier than the rest of them.
Oh, they were great. I loved them.
But I liked them like that because they were like nice and crunchy, and I was like, oh, I like this.
I love a good. I want my cookie to be almost like giving me salmonella because it's raw.
Ew.
No.
No.
See, that's why I would have not gotten physically ill with wherefore.
So you ate too much sugar.
Well, I mean, you've seen Elf, right? Yeah. And like the whole pours maple syrup on everything. I mean, you saw me at the drag brunch with maple syrup, so like this shouldn't be a surprise.
Also at the restaurant, like we have the French toast, and so like every once in a while, Manny will make an extra one, and we'll like chop it up into sticks, and then we'll eat those. And so everybody always puts the maple syrup on it, but I'm like, oh no, you got to take it next level, people. What? So I take it, and then I get the caramel that we put on the budino, and put that on there with some like chocolate soil. And everything, and I'm just like,
what is chocolate soil?
Chocolate soil is.
Crushed
remember we had that chocolate dish at Kettner? Remember with the chocolate, and it was on a plate with the ice cream and the chocolate cake.
I was there, right?
Yeah. Yes, you were. So, but it's just basically butter, flour, cocoa powder, and a little bit of sugar.
Oh.
You just mix all that up, bake it in the oven, and it creates just like crumbles, and that's what they call chocolate soil. Oh, learning something new.
How do I want some chocolate soil now?
It's really good.
Chocolate soil sounds dirty. Like
it does.
Baby,
like that's
chocolate soil.
Like, hey, you want to try that new position, chocolate soil?
Yeah.
Like
we can do it out in the back.
I think that's where you do it out.
Oh my! In the backyard, maybe.
All right. So my next one is about the drive-through. Like, did you know that the drive-through was pioneered in the 1930s? The first one was used at a bank, and it was only allowed to do deposits. But
for the drive-through?
For a drive-through. Now, but McDonald's pioneered it for fast food in 1975 in Sierra Nevada, or Vista Sierra in Arizona, because it's close to a military compound, like a base. And they created it because military personnel weren't coming to McDonald's because they weren't allowed to go in their fatigues. If they were
they tired?
Yeah. And so, so people wouldn't go home, change, and then come back to McDonald's. They want to get it on their way home.
Yeah.
So what they did was they ended up just cutting a hole through the side of the building and creating a drive-through for military personnel
Really?
to be able to pick up food. Yeah.
And really?
And that changed basically fast food.
And that was for McDonald's only.
Well, they're the ones that started it, and then everybody started creating it.
Really?
You know, it's exciting because it's like McDonald's before was just walk up only.
I thought it was always a drive-through. I guess, interesting.
No. Have you ever watched? There's a documentary, and then there's also a movie
brothers,
about the two brothers and the guy who founded
Frank, or something with an
McDonald's.
F.
Yeah, it's really good though with Michael Keaton, who plays the main character. It's called The Founder. Such a good movie, and it's about the history of McDonald's. But you should watch it.
There
and
was
how
the
he
guy,
changed.
What was the guy that like bought the McDonald's?
Ray Kroc, who's the founder.
See, that's what it was. Not anyone with an F.
But also now you can find like drive-thrus everywhere, and there's even like a drive-through wedding chapel in Vegas, and even in San Diego, there's a drive-through convenience store
Where?
called Altadena in Mira Mesa.
So wait, how does that work?
You drive through and you can buy liquor, you can buy like all kinds of other grocery items and stuff like that. And there's one in Claremont, so there you go.
We should go.
And just drive through it. Oh my God, why are you so sad? The baby crying outside walking by our studio.
They were driving through. Oh, so wait, I have follow-up questions on that. So
okay,
you might not know this, but like, why, like, for people in uniform, like, was that just like a thing back in the day that like,
it's
you
still
can't
a
be
thing.
seen?
Like they still have that rule that if you're in uniform when you are off base and you're not like working or whatever they do in the military, you can't be in public places in your fatigues.
I've seen people in like
doesn't mean they don't do it.
Oh, okay.
But like you're not supposed to.
Interesting. I mean, I've seen plenty of army men walking around Hillcrest trying to get some dick.
Yeah, but like, are those really army people, or they just go to the Army Navy store and pick up some fatigues so they look hot?
I mean, that's a lot of effort. Would people do that?
I mean, I've seen people in their camo like jockstrap walking around Hillcrest. Does that make them Army?
How did you
Navy?
see them if they were camouflaged?
Oh, did I ever tell you my story about the camouflage?
No.
Okay, so I'm working at the hotel, and I'm working at the front desk at the time, and it's kind of busy. And this guy walks up.
Wait, is this at the Sheraton?
Yeah, at the Sheraton
with a dead person.
Yes. So this guy walks up. And I wait like a second or two, and I act like I didn't see him. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I didn't see you there!"
Oh no,
because he was wearing camouflage.
Well, how did he react to that?
He thought that was funny.
I would have lost my shit if that happened. I love that.
I was like, "Thank you for having a sense of humor about it, sir." Oh, and McDonald's actually opened, weird fact too. They opened the first drive-through in Europe at a restaurant in Dublin, Ireland in 1985. Interesting, right? I not. I don't know.
Because I'm like, that wasn't that long ago.
It was on the other side of the building.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, look at that. We just pulled up a picture. I love our fact checker because he likes to put it up on our screen for us so that we can see it. But the U.S. drive-thrus account for 70% of McDonald's business.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because if you think about it, you want to go and get it done. I do think that they prioritize the drive-through over the in-person people. Like if you go into the store.
Yes and no, because I find if I see a long line, I'll usually go in
on the
and get the stuff. If there's a long line, at the
I think at
In-N-Out
they do the drive-through priority.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah,
I don't know.
Because those will like go
it's
for
always
miles.
Whatever line I'm in is the slower of the lines.
Of course.
It's like, oh, there's a lot of people in the drive-thru. I'm gonna go inside and be like, that fucker was in line and he already got his food and he paid it forward to the next customer. That could have been me.
Did you hear that? Like Starbucks employees are like, don't pay it forward.
Wait, what?
Like, don't pay it forward. Like
Why?
when people are like, they pay for the person behind them. Like,
okay.
Because you don't know what that person paid for. You're just giving the cashier money. And it's like, seriously? Like, they were already going to buy it anyway. It's like, why don't you just tip the Starbucks person? You know?
Did you see there was like a meme or something and it was like a petty, it's like, I'm this level of petty where like someone honked behind the person in the drive-thru and then they said, oh, I got the person behind me their food, and then they took the food, and it was like, now you don't have any food. And I was like, yes. I love that.
All right, so what do you got?
So it's like a little bit of a quiz for you.
Oh, okay.
So I figured you'd know this because your music. Like, so have you heard the song Rap God by Eminem?
I'm not an Eminem.
No! This was my whole plan. No! Okay, so, well, we can still play. So it's the longest song with the most words. How many words do you think the song has?
That's a good question.
I'll give you a range. So it's in the range from 0 words.
Okay.
All instruments. Don't throw it up. He can estimate. He's Asian. He's good with math.
Once you go Asian, you know math equation.
I know. Yeah, hide that from him. So
I'm gonna say like 3,000.
I was gonna say anywhere from 0 to 3,000. So not 3,000.
Okay.
So, but right in the middle. So 1,560 words.
My God, who wants to write that long ass
So
song?
I'm curious though, like, I haven't heard the song. Is it really long or is he rapping very quickly? And we can't play it because of copyright. But like, I was curious. I was hoping that you would know it because you know all the music.
No, I don't like Eminem. I'm not a fan.
Oh, okay.
You know.
But do you like M&Ms?
I do love M&Ms. And do you know that those are named after the people who created it?
Mary and Mark?
Mars and something
Jupiter.
else. I saw this fact and I was like, oh, that's not as interesting as I thought. So
Forrest Mars?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So Eminem, there we go. That's the longest song.
Mars and Murray.
Murray?
I don't know why.
Like
Murray.
Bill Murray?
No, but I do have a fun, weird fact about Bill Murray if you want to hear it.
Oh, let's go into it.
Okay,
This is all unplanned, listeners. It really is.
So Bill Murray, the only way you can book him for things is you have to call a 1-800 number. He doesn't have an agent or a management company.
Okay.
Anytime people want to book him, he gives them a card with a 1-800 number, and you have to leave a message and hope that he calls you back.
So he does his own booking?
Right. So I think it was Paul Thomas Anderson tried to get him on the phone, and he even called Bill Murray's lawyer, and he's like, how are you trying to get a hold of him? He's like, I got a 1-800 number. And the lawyer's like, that's the number I have too. Like, that's crazy when you think about it.
And he's like prolific with his acting career, so he's done all of that on his own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That I mean, I think that isn't it like standard that you have like a manager or like an agent?
You would think, but obviously it's not that important.
Well, clearly, how much is he worth though? Because he's done it all on his own. So
I don't think but he doesn't look like he's worth much.
I would say 75 million. 180 million.
I mean, he did start a lot of franchises in the 80s. So he's still getting residuals for that, like Ghostbusters, Groundhog's Day. What's that one with the golf? Caddyshack. There you go.
I almost said Happy Madison.
Different.
A different Bill Murray.
So, all right. So what's another one?
That was.
Oh, that was. Well, I added on to that one.
Yeah. Go to your other facts.
So the one that started this whole thing that me and Andy were talking about was Harvard was founded in 1836, which is older than calculus. So when Harvard opened, they didn't have a calculus class because it hadn't been invented yet.
So wait, hold on. Who invented calculus? Newton? No, it was.
It was a mixture of different people, but
I think it was
of
Newton.
thoughts and stuff like that. But Isaac Newton created it with German philosopher Gottfried Leibniz.
Yes, I knew that. Of course.
Okay. Oh, isn't that was the fact that got us into this?
And wait, when did the country start?
1776.
Is it 1776?
Yes.
Discovered in 1492.
Oh, 1492. When it was 1776.
Isn't that when
Columbus sailed the ocean blue?
In 1762?
No, in 1492.
What's 1766?
The Declaration of Independence.
Oh, that's when we became a country. We are great with history. So wait, what was it, 1766?
1776.
And then Harvard was founded when?
1836.
Damn.
And it's the oldest, higher education place? College?
In America or the world?
In America.
What's the oldest college in the world? Oxford?
Oh, maybe it's the 16th. I don't know.
What's the oldest college in the world? Oxford?
Oh, I'm sorry. It is 1636, not 1836. I had it written wrong. I can't even read my own writing.
Wait, Harvard was founded in 1636?
1636.
Hold up. Before we were a country?
Yeah.
Who was here?
Well, people were here.
Because Columbus.
But they were like, it was colonies. Probably.
It was 150 years after America was discovered.
Okay.
This timeline, though.
Well, you want to hear something else that's like
Yes.
going to blow your mind?
Yes.
But that's history.
Oh, Lord.
Both Macy's and Tiffany's were founded before Italy was a country.
No.
Yes.
No.
In 1861, the various city-states were brought together. Rome held out for a little bit longer than that.
What?
But they were brought together. But Tiffany was founded in 1837 and Macy's in 1858.
And Italy became a country
In 1861.
Isn't that crazy how Rome was the whole center of that part?
Right, and they didn't even want to be part of Italy for a while there.
Wow.
They want to be their own country.
Well, then what language did they speak? Do you think they spoke Italian?
I think so.
In Rome? Was it Roman?
Well, it's probably Roman. I don't know. They spoke
Italy? I didn't realize
They spoke
Italy
in
was...
numerals. I don't know.
Oh.
They tried to give their phone number. V.
Oh my God. X1. So my next fact
No,
is
it's
about
not.
people dying.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Not
so
in,
my
like, a bad
next
way,
fact
but so,
is
like,
about
it's
people
a question
dying.
for you.
So there's two things a way that people die. So vending machine death or shark attacks. Which do you think more people are killed by?
Okay, see, I'm a thinker, and I'm like, whenever people pose these kind of questions to me, I always look at the most logical answer, and I go, that's too logical. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna say, why is it only those two?
Because that's the fact.
Okay,
This is the facts of
I'm
life.
gonna go with I'm gonna go with vending machines though.
Yeah.
Because
I don't have the statistic or anything, but that made me very confused and perplexed because how are people dying from vending machines?
Because they go and try to shake that shit to get free stuff.
Like a
Or
political picture?
their potato chip.
Oh, you know what? They
gets
fall
stuck.
over on people.
Yeah, and they go to shake it, and then it falls over on them, and they die.
So, but aren't they secured to the wall behind?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
And those things are heavy.
Yes.
Oh.
Without stuff being in it, it's a heavy machine.
So yeah, I thought that was perplexing, and I'm like, well, okay.
Here's an interesting one that I thought was oh my God, they need to do this here. Blood donors in Sweden get a text when their blood is used.
Oh.
And it started in 2012 to help with blood drives because they didn't think that the newer generation of blood donors was going to give it without knowing where it was going. So now people...
I would give blood.
Right, but it's kind of cool to get a text saying your blood is being used. So now you know for a fact that it's being used and not just
What if you
waiting.
never get a text?
I'm like, oh, could you imagine? You're just sitting there I wish somebody would text me that my blood's being used. Girl, people out here getting married, you can't even get a text back from the blood bank.
How sad is that? You want to help people so much that you donate blood, and then you sit by your phone waiting for your text message, and they throw it away. That is a shit on your self-confidence, man.
But interesting though, right?
I wonder the timeline on how how quickly or how long do they have?
I don't know.
It's you should receive a text within 6 months. Just keep an eye out.
I mean, if you have a very rare blood type, like AB positive or
Negative? I don't know.
whatever the most rare blood type is. The only type AB, see?
Yeah.
So if you have one of those, you're probably going to get used first. But if you just have like your basic ass O or whatever, you know, you're not, you know, you're going to have to wait a while.
Yeah, basic. What is that from?
That's it's a YouTuber that used to go make YouTube videos and be like, yeah, basic.
Right? What?
Yeah, I forget. But go ahead.
That's going to make me mad. So, okay. This next fact is about Dolly Parton.
Okay.
And there's layers to it, mostly in my follow-up question. So, the fun fact is that Dolly Parton...
She's like Shrek.
Onions, ogres. I have an onion fat. No, I deleted it. Damn it. No, I think it was like
they don't have layers?
I think it was like the world's largest onion is 14 pounds or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
You have it?
The world's heaviest onion ever grown was 17 pounds.
Oh, my God.
Right?
That's like 2 babies.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much do a baby?
Babies usually weigh like 8 or 9 pounds.
Yeah, okay.
Anywhere between 7 and 9. Yeah.
Or like a couple like premature babies or like one big baby.
That is one big baby. Your vagina wrecked after that, girl. They have to cut you from stern to sternum.
What?
I don't know. If you're going to do a C-section. That's not even a C-section. That's an ocean section.
That's a section. Oh my God. So anyway,
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton's once entered a Dolly Parton lookalike contest and lost. So my question to you is, do you think it was lost to a drag queen?
Oh, I'm sure. Because you know what? They had this on, I think it was like James Corden or one of the nighttime shows, but like they had Adele on there and Adele didn't win her own lookalike contest.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That is it like people voting?
I think it was just like a contest or something. But
and
I don't
she's
know.
oh my God.
Isn't that hilarious?
Oh my God. So, and then my next question is like, who would you do an impersonate? Like, what celebrity would you impersonate and that celebrity would get mistaken or would lose because you look like them?
I don't look like anyone.
Yeah, I don't know who I look like either.
Oh my God, if you squint, you look like Tom Cruise.
You too. Yeah, I see it.
If you squint and you're looking really far away and you're looking right directly at the sun.
And then you close your eyes and it's nighttime and you're in another state just like him. The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah, the rising sun.
Wait, isn't that a movie?
Ew, because it's Asian. Oh, speaking of like Americana.
Okay.
What were we talking about, Americana?
Tom Cruise?
So Route 66 will play America the Beautiful while you're driving on it.
What?
Yep.
Where?
There is a quarter-mile stretch between Albuquerque and Tijeras that has grooves placed by the New Mexican Department of Transportation that plays music when you drive over them at 45 miles an hour. They work like rumble strips that are positioned to play different pitches on the ground, and then you can hear America the Beautiful play through the vibrations in your car's wheels. Now, my thing is, I wanted to go do this, but then I want to stop, back up, go forward, stop, back up. Remix!
Okay, so it's not like speakers.
No. It's like you're like the rumble strips that are on like the side of the road. The grooves work like that.
That's so cool.
But I'm like, if you also go over it at different ways and at different speeds, will it play like something different, like Rain on Me or something?
Yes. Now that's what I would want my tax dollars to go to. They should do that on University Avenue.
Yes.
Oh my God, we'll email Todd Gloria.
So what's your next one?
Hold on, my phone decided to go to sleep. So I have a couple about dogs. They're tied together. So, and this I thought was like really cute. And so the first part of this is that dogs can breathe and smell simultaneously, which is like, we can't do that. I just tried. It didn't work.
Okay.
And then the next part of it is dogs have a dominant paw like humans. Have a dominant left or right hand. And then I was like, what's Max's dominant hand?
Oh yeah,
He's ambidextrous.
He's good either way.
He's verse.
All right, so I have a food fact for you.
And then I have a food fact after. Not
Okay, there
really,
you
but
go.
it's related to food.
Close.
It's not an onion.
Okay, so cotton candy, previously known when it was first invented as fairy floss, which is another one of my drag names.
Yes.
Was invented in 1897 by a dentist named William Morrison
What?
and a confectioner, John C. Whitten. Also invented by a dentist.
Why did he invent? Why would a dentist? Oh, was it to get kids to have cankers or not? Cankers,
Maybe, I don't know, but
cavities?
he created it. And then
I
they
call
created the machine
conspiracy.
and everything. And then 20 or so years later, another dentist reinvented the machine to make it better. So, but here's another interesting fact that of something that the dentist invented. A dentist invented the electric chair.
Okay.
After
For like
seeing-
execution.
Yeah, like after seeing a drunk man fall on an electrical electric generator, and notice that the electricity killed him, created the electric chair. A dentist. That makes me wonder what my boss or other dentists
I was just
going to
ask the same thing. Like, what kind of torture devices is your oral surgeon doing? Oh my god! Really?
Yeah. Interesting stuff, though, right? Like, you
I
didn't
feel
know
like
that.
with the electric chair, you'd have thought it'd been like at least the government.
No.
Do you think? Well, when was it invented?
In 1890.
Okay. I hope his family's getting royalties.
I hope so. Every time somebody dies, you get it.
Well, I think they discontinued it.
Every time it's used.
Did they discontinue it?
No.
Right?
They still
The
use the electric chair.
I thought it's lethal injection.
Some states.
Some
Oh,
states.
it's probably in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. We love you, Texas. That's what's killing the power grid.
They're
Oh,
known for barbecue.
Are they? Of course, Florida.
Okay, so these are the places that still reserve the electric chair as an option. Alabama, Florida, South Carolina, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
Oh, no, Texas.
Arkansas and Oklahoma provides for its use should lethal injection ever be held to be unconstitutional. So, there you go.
Oh, I guess I have a lot of onion facts in here.
What is your other onion fact?
So this, oh my god! So this one it's I don't know. I think maybe a lot of people know this, but Lorde has an Instagram account where she rates onion rings.
I did know that.
Yeah.
And then she closed it.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she closed it, but and then I think she just reopened it recently.
So, but like, I would follow that.
It was.
I love a good onion ring.
People loved it too. They were like, "Oh my god!" But then they expected so much of her.
What do you mean? What is the expectation? Rate my onion ring?
I know.
It's not that difficult. Like, either you like it or you don't.
Exactly.
Because I like for me and oh, there it is. Like for me and onion rings, like I'm very picky and like I like the like smooth battered ones and not like the crunchy battered ones. I'll eat all.
Sacrilege.
I like well, they don't have them at Applebee's anymore.
And
Well,
I think
they do.
she also she doesn't just do like the quality of the crunch and the
It's like a
batter and stuff.
whole thing.
She also wants to check out what the dipping sauces are like that goes with it.
Yeah, give me a
and
ranch,
stuff.
give me a barbecue sauce, give me an aioli, give me a chipotle mayo, give me all of it. I want onion rings now.
Look at you with your big words, aioli.
Yes. I think that's and then the other food one I have is that Alfred Hitchcock was scared of eggs.
I heard that too.
Like, what though? Like the scent of sulfur?
No, I think it's like he said it was like you have this white thing on the outside, there's a clear liquid on the inside, and something yellow. Like he didn't understand it.
My grandma didn't like sunny side up eggs because they jiggled and she thought that they were staring at her, like when they were two eggs. Yeah. And she would never let me order them.
Really?
Yeah. I would be like, oh, I want sunny side up. She's like, he doesn't want that. And then I would get scrambled.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because you want that yolk and dip your toast in it
I
or something.
know. Oh.
You know, that's the best.
You like, yeah, because it like, you get the, like, it like slops around. Yes.
That's probably why she doesn't like it, because you do stuff like that. It slops around.
Well, I was going to say like, sop it up.
Oh, it's like Jesus. Are you a biscuit and Jesus is and sop you
Sure.
up like a biscuit.
Yeah.
What is the one that the tree says?
Jesus is a biscuit.
Jesus is a biscuit. Let him sop you up. Yeah, see, that's right. So you're the egg yolk in this.
I am bright and sunny.
All right. So I'm going to tell you about two things that were invented the same year that the Eiffel Tower was finished. So the Eiffel Tower was completed in 1889, the same year that Nintendo.
No.
Yes, because Nintendo started off making Hanafuda playing cards. So they were a playing card company when they started out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they were like just like a game company that wasn't
Yeah,
electronic.
they were like a playing card game company.
Huh.
So they did have their roots in gaming all the way back then. And that is also the year that Van Gogh painted Starry Night.
No.
1889.
I'm telling you, my perception of time is not good.
Time is a man-made construct.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
But it does make you like, what the fuck? I thought Starry Night was like
1600s?
back in the day, and like, you know, like
maybe when cheese
farther
was
than
invented.
1889.
Well, 1889 was like last year. Was that the French Revolution?
I don't even know when the French Revolution was.
I don't either. 17 something.
1870.
Okay. See?
You were close, just off by 100 years. Wrong
Oh,
century.
1789. There we go.
See, there you go. Oh, and that was like after,
right
you know,
before
right after the
right before Harvard opened.
No, Harvard was already invented.
1600.
Oh my god!
But the French Revolution happened after America was created. See? But it's still older than Betty White, so there you go. That's what we're happy about.
Full circle.
Oh.
All I know is I'm craving onion rings.
All right, what else you got?
So, Jamie Lee Curtis is Jake Gyllenhaal's godmother.
That
So,
okay? You did not understand the assignment. You are not like Rihanna at the Met Gala. Like,
What do you mean?
I don't know if that's a weird fact. Is it a weird fact?
I thought I was surprised by that because Jamie Lee Curtis is the Octavia Dannon girl. And she is the godmother of the most beautiful man in the world who I want to marry. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. We've talked about this.
I
love Jake
know,
Gyllenhaal.
but
So that's why it resonated with me because I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, okay.
So I just need to somehow like usurp Jamie Lee Curtis to be his godmother, and then like kidnap him.
I thought she did Boniva, or is that Sally Field?
What's Boniva?
That's like for osteoporosis and stuff, right? Like,
Boniva?
Yeah.
That sounds dirty.
No, is it Boniva?
A Boniva?
Okay, yeah, Sally Field. Okay,
What is?
it's like if you have
Oh, osteoporosis.
osteoporosis. What I said.
What is it like? Boniva?
Yeah,
That's. I mean, maybe you could use Boniva while you're getting your chocolate dust or whatever.
and you get your chocolate soiled. Oh, all right. So, did you know that you are more likely to get a computer virus from a religious site than you are a porn site?
No.
Yes, because supposedly porn sites need to generate profit, so there's a financial incentive to make them secure,
Huh.
whereas religious sites don't really have.
So what religious sites like
I think any,
www.jesus.com?
yeah, unless it goes to a porn site.
I mean, it could. Don't do it. Oh my god.
I mean, he did.
Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, you're gonna get a virus.
He's got a Mac. He's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But stop looking at those Jesus sites, everyone.
Yeah.
Go to Pornhub.
Well, that makes me feel secure.
Okay, there you go.
There may be a lot of pop-ups, but at least you're safe.
Right, exactly. All right, so we're gonna do 3 more.
Okay. So this one, I thought the number was going to be longer. So over the course of an average lifetime, most people will spend an entire year sitting on the toilet.
That makes sense.
I thought
I could spend a lot of time on the toilet.
Well, because I was like, that's it? Only a year? I do
Right,
that,
I thought it'd be a
over
lot
the course
more.
of like 3 years.
Yeah.
You figure you get like a
But
20-minute session 3 times a day.
But when you think about it, a whole year is 524,600 minutes
525
that you're spending on the toilet. And a little Broadway there for you guys, a little rent. Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay.
Boniva.
That's your drag name?
Boniva Chocolate Dust. What is it?
Here for your bones. Coming to the stage, Boniva.
Give her a skeleton of money.
Ain't no bones about it.
Yes.
All right. So, Frederick Barr invented the Pringles can in 1966. And when he died at 89, his wish was to be buried in one.
Ew.
So his family stopped at a Walgreens to pick one up. Their biggest decision was which flavor to get.
Sour cream and onion.
No, they went with original.
Oh.
So, and did you know that Pringles are not called chips?
No, they're like...
They're dehydrated potatoes, flakes, like crammed together to make. So they're actually crisps, not chips.
Huh.
So, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, no. So, I don't know if this is real because I'm like, what? But the fact is that Ryan Gosling was almost in the Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
Do you know the story behind that?
No, but I do know that because I'm from Orlando and he was on the Mickey Mouse Club and stuff. So that whole group of people.
Can he sing?
I don't know. Can any of them really sing though? Like, let's be real here.
They didn't want it that way.
You know, but the worst part is that people get NSYNC and Backstreet Boys mixed up. So I'm always like getting people on. I'm always getting on people about that because a guy at work was like, "I have the NSYNC stuck in my head," and I'm like, "Oh, what song?" And he's like, "I don't know. It's the one that goes, "You're my fire," and I'm like, "That's Backstreet Boys." So I'm gonna need you to stop being homophobic right now. But yes, I did know that because you know.
Well, shit.
So did you know that roller coasters were invented in 1880s to distract people from going to saloons and brothels?
Oh. Would it have distracted you?
No, it would have actually made me want to go even more afterwards. Because now I'm all hyped up.
Oh.
All right, what's your last one?
So this one just made me like very like introspective because the fact is that crows can recognize human faces and remember them for their entire lives. And I'm like, okay, that's really creepy. Because first and foremost, Albert Hitchcock. What's his
Hitchcock.
name? Alfred
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock. You just fucked up the whole name. Albert Hitchcock.
But like, there are crows everywhere. And I'm like, now I'm like, I was walking the other day and I was like, oh my God. Like, they're gonna, like, that crow. What if that crow remembers me?
From a lineup.
I'm not committing any crimes this week. Our star witness is a crow.
Did you know a group of crows
No.
is called a murder?
Well, they would murder me because they can remember me.
Because they can remember who you are, so they're going to murder you, yes.
I don't like that. No. You're going to see a crow and you're
so
going to be like,
if you do commit a crime, make sure there's no crows around.
Okay.
They hold grudges.
Yeah.
They hold grudges?
They hold grudges.
Okay, so they can get mad at us and remember, and then they could, no.
And then it's like, you really want to do that, Joe? Because I'll tell somebody about
and
that
then
time.
they'll pick your eyes out like in The Birds.
I know. That movie did scare me, though.
Yeah, because of the crows, because they can see your face.
No, because I was like, oh, poor Tippy.
Wait, which one?
Tippy Hedren.
Who was she? Didn't she get, like, eaten alive by the birds?
She was the one in the phone booth.
Wasn't there one in the car? And
she was the one in the car.
Oh.
they were all crows and they remember her face.
Well, now we know why.
Now you know why. All right. So my last one is an interesting one. The Apollo 11 crew could not get life insurance.
Oh.
So they signed hundreds of autographs. So if anything happened to them and they happen to die during the during going up in space and being in space or whatever, their families would be able to sell those autographs to make money.
Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
So, huh. Well, I'm trying to think of like the logistics behind that. So they basically insurance companies for like life insurance.
It was a dangerous thing to do back then. I'm like,
Yeah.
and life insurance isn't gonna like pay for you to do something so reckless.
Well, and that's actually cool too. Like if they did all those autographs, they could still sell the autographs and
Oh,
then
yeah.
get a profit.
Yep.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
there you go. Well, those are our weird facts, everyone. Hopefully you guys learned something and you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did.
Lots of onions.
There were lots of layers to this. This episode
Yeah.
was like an onion.
Yeah.
Or like Shrek.
And then we also learned again to confirm that we are bad with history. And geography.
Yes, and everything. All right, everyone. Have a great week. Thanks.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.